Alright people, what's up everyone, and welcome to another reaction video for today, and it's time for another Sonic Frontiers reaction. This is the first hands-on impressions from IGN, who is doing a Sonic Frontiers month in June, which is interesting. So they're doing a whole thing this month. They have the exclusive first coverage. So, their impressions, we'll see what they think. Let's just say that. So Sonic Frontiers first hands-on. We haven't had anybody really talk about how it feels to play it, so it'll be interesting to see what they say. It's 8 minutes long. I'm assuming we'll also get some new gameplay. We did get some gameplay during the Sonic Frontier. I'm sorry, the Sonic Connect earlier today, which had a lot of stuff. Let's just say. Anyway, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're just gonna get to it. 3, 2, 1, play. Keep making me want to play it just by having shots like this. I like shots like this.
A lot in 30 years. He's been a pioneer of the high-speed 2D platformer, an Olympic athlete, a respectable kart racing enthusiast,
respectable
a fighter, a TV star, and a Hollywood blockbuster movie star as well. But
I think the Sonic racing games are awesome. Well, Team Racing I didn't hear was great, but Sonic All-Stars Racing is so good.
The first people outside of Sonic Team to go hands-on with
and you
Sonic
loved
Frontiers.
it.
And let me just say, if you're worried about how the blue blur will fare in this unfamiliar genre,
you should be.
I think Crush 40 probably put it best. Open your heart. It's gonna be alright.
It's gonna be alright. Is that the review?
The first thing that struck me about Sonic Frontiers was how uniquely somber and serene it was right from the outset. After flying into a wormhole with Tails and Amy, Sonic finds himself separated from his friends and all alone.
Did they bump into Kirby along the way?
With nothing but an AI voice guiding him to collect the Chaos Emeralds. There's no one for Sonic to
collect the Chaos Emeralds.
No energetic
it's Obama.
Soundtrack. Just
you mean the Chaos Emeralds?
The eye can see. There's an air of mystery in Sonic Frontiers. And it's a vibe that's
hanging out in there.
Further by the beautiful yet minimalist piano melodies that accompany Sonic as he explores the island.
What game had like seagulls will follow you? Oh, it was Ghost of Tsushima. It wasn't seagulls, but it would be like a bird would show up and like lead you to somewhere.
Intentional choice.
It's the same
I
gameplay,
asked
by the way.
Sonic Team head Takashi Iizuka to describe how the tone of Sonic Frontiers differs from previous Sonic games, and he said, past games in the Sonic series have taken different tones depending on their stories and themes. This time, these mysterious islands are the game's major setting. That's why our artists have worked hard to create a mysterious mood. Of course, the big new change in Sonic Frontiers is the shift from purely linear levels to a huge open world where Sonic can freely run in any direction. But Sonic Team doesn't like to use the term open world to describe Sonic Frontiers' gameplay, instead referring to its style as being open zone. Open world games like Zelda or other AAA games fundamentally have RPG or adventure worlds. For Sonic,
we ain't doing that shit.
3D action game.
You go walk around, you go collect coins and rings, that's about it.
What sets Sonic Frontiers apart is this different approach to an open game world. Having played Sonic Frontiers for about 4 hours, it's easy to see what Iizuka-san means.
4 hours,
Sonic Frontiers' open zone design is very different from any other open world I've played.
I mean, this looks fun. I like the running around. You know, it looks kind of
like a pinball between 5
confusing sometimes.
Before putting you on one of the many grindable rail tracks. Or a
fun.
speed ramp that sets you on a completely different path leading to some other collectible or reward. Or a line of rings that you can lightspeed dash into. Essentially, they've taken that core appeal of every Sonic level having multiple paths that eventually loop back around to the main one,
so confusing shit.
To these giant non-linear open zones. One thing that has to be noted is that very few of these...
So does this confirm that the gameplay we've been watching was recorded from IGN? Because I thought maybe they just had exclusive footage, but it wasn't from them. But they said they play 4 hours, so I'm assuming the gameplay that we saw now was actually from IGN. I just assumed they got gameplay from Sega, from Team Sonic, and that was the gameplay they showed. I shouldn't assume that though, because the gameplay we saw, some of it was like, oh, let's solve a puzzle. Oh, I messed it up. I just thought they messed it up on purpose to show like, oh, that's how you solve. You know what I mean? Whatever. But no, I'm assuming IGN was just like that.
Built into the environmental design.
Maybe they also had that same
rails,
thought though.
Platforms, boost rings, and so on are just inexplicably floating in the air all around, which isn't totally unusual for a Sonic game, but it feels especially jarring.
Oh my god, the poppin'! Is this? Please tell me it's like running on an Xbox One or PS4,
particular,
or a Switch. If this is running on Switch, it looks really good for
The
Switch.
frequent and sudden pop-in of
I'm
these
gonna
objects
assume no,
and
though.
the otherwise very naturalistic art style. Of course, it's
probably
worth
said what it was
emphasizing
running on.
that this gameplay and the version that I played were from an early build, but this is definitely an area that I would hope to see improvement in the final version. Beyond that, there are also a wide variety of puzzles and challenges
this is the
that are
gameplay we saw.
throughout the zone, and completing them is how you uncover sections
Oh,
of the
okay,
map.
skip the part where he fucked up the first time, huh?
Most of these
I
are
remember.
very simple, requiring you to orient a statue the correct way, quickly hop back and forth between colored tiles, or use Sonic's new side loop ability to draw circles around certain objects in the environment to interact with them. The best ones, though, are the races against the clock, where you have to get from point A to point B in a limited amount of time. The openness of Frontier's level design makes straightforward races like these a ton of fun, because you have to try and improvise a path to the end that might not be immediately obvious.
Sonic's new tricks. He's a prostitute.
There are some exceptions.
What the hell? Oh, okay, sorry.
Sonic games generally isn't a thing that goes much deeper.
That was very abrupt.
Rolling,
Switch it to Sonic Unleashed. I got confused for a second.
That changes in Sonic Frontiers, which now has you fighting all sorts of wandering enemies and mini-bosses using an all-new array of incredibly flashy attacks.
I do like that move.
It's not all style and no substance, though. Sonic is able to quickly dodge using the bumper buttons on the
This is
gamepad,
the Devil May
and
Cry
by
of
pressing them
Sonic games,
together,
finally.
You can even parry attacks with the right timing.
Well.
His homing attack also feels much more powerful, landing with a ton of impact and keeping Sonic
I feel like Sonic being so fast, he should be able to parry no problem.
allowing for a flurry of follow-up strikes.
Or not even parry, just like... just quick breaknecks.
One of the things that I really appreciate about the combat from what I played...
Sonic would be our most notorious serial killer if he was real.
Like, take for example this guy, who has an impenetrable shell that he can expand into spinning blades and throw at you. One way to deal with him is just to carefully time your homing attacks so you don't get hit by the blades. But if you do that, the window to damage him is small. To increase that window, you can either parry the blades and knock them away right before they hit you, or you can even use Sonic's side loop ability to
I'm naked! He just disappears, it's so weird. Is it gonna disappear again? I can't remember if it does.
Defeating these enemies will reward
Wait,
you with EXP that you can use to purchase
I think that was the same footage. It still looks weird.
Which gives Sonic Frontiers a really nice feeling of power progression, even in just the relatively short amount of time that I played.
Like, those fading out, that's fine. That guy literally just went, boop!
They are just unbelievably cool. And it's super satisfying to see Sonic Team experiment with different ways that Sonic can attack enemies beyond just spins, jumps, and bumps. In addition to these smaller enemies, there are also a handful of enormous world bosses
I like this.
that I had to contend with. These are near Shadow of the Colossus-esque in their scale, with one in particular against a beast named Asura, requiring Sonic to slam the ground
watch out for his wrath.
and then boost up its arm in order to reach the weak spots on its head. It's an ambitious boss battle, far beyond anything I've seen in the Sonic series to date, but it's also the part of the game that needs the most work. Far too often, I'd fly off the boss's arm without knowing why, or I'd get to the top and for some reason lack the momentum needed to actually reach the head. Sonic must hunt down and defeat these bosses in order to collect portal gears, which open up portals
you can actually climb.
linear stages, done in the style of previous Sonic games, giving Sonic Frontiers a nice mix of both old and new styles. These classic levels each come with a handful of optional goals, like beating the level under a certain time, collecting all the red rings, and so on, with each goal rewarding you with a vault key, which are needed to unlock the coveted Chaos Emeralds.
Chaos Emeralds, okay. Alright. So I like the structure of what they're going for. It's just the gameplay, really, and even like the glitches and animations and stuff. Everything else, it sounds and looks fine to me. It's just they need to hone it. They need to delay this game. They really do. Or if this is really from an early build, which it might be, but how early is the question. Why would they show everybody an early build of a game that comes out in a couple months? You know what I mean? Because it's probably going to come out September and October, right? Maybe November. I could see that, maybe. But I guess December, too. I guess any of those months, honestly. But no way is it coming out in the next month or two. We already know that.
Step forward for the Sonic series into...
I can see October. I can see even Jeff Keighley having a trailer for this during his thing. That says a release date, and even a story trailer. That's what I thought we were gonna get, the Sonic Connect, but I wouldn't be surprised if they said, "No, we'll save that trailer for the Keighley thing because more people will be watching that." You know, just like how more people watched the Sonic Frontiers or the Game Awards last year, and they showed the Sonic Frontiers trailer there. Maybe we'll actually hear Sonic fucking talk. That'd be nice.
Territory, and based on my time with it, Sonic Team seems to have hit upon a winning formula. there's certainly still work to be done before it's released during the holiday season.
I mean, I thought it would be a good idea for Sonic.
Distracting pop-in, there's a fair amount of bugs still left to be squashed, and the big boss fights could do with some tweaking. But ultimately, my time with this early build answered the one question I had on my mind. Will Sonic's one-of-a-kind gameplay translate into an open world? The answer is a resounding absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would question that. Like, question it for Team Sonic, sure, I get that, because they've been, you know, not so great recently. But, and when I say recently, I mean last... long time. Let's just leave it off there. But I just don't really get why anybody would think the Sonic in an open world wouldn't work, considering how fast he runs and shit. And especially if you give it to somebody that knows how to make that kind of gameplay. Like, look, we've had a lot of games recently where it's like big open areas where you move fast. Like, what was that? The Pathless game and Solar Ash, and like I'm sure there's other games that I'm forgetting. But those games work, and those are on the indier side of the spectrum, but whatever. Anyway,
thanks for watching, and tune into IGN for more.
Alright, so I liked it.
Coverage as part of IGN First.
They have a lot of problems with it, obviously, but
here on IGN.
But also, IGN also has the exclusive coverage. I'm sure they liked it. I'm not gonna question their integrity, even though I guess I just did. But it's more of a joke, but still, you just fall out of there, splat. Sonic, your legs are fucking done, bro. You're dead. You've died. You're a dead person. Oh, I'm dead. Whoa. Whoa, chili dogs. Fuck it. Anyway. Alright. Could be could. Could be could. Could be could. Anyway. There you go. That is the Sonic Frontiers preview, the first hands-on impressions. Same gameplay, but there might have been a couple of new pieces of gameplay in there. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Till next time. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.